Sr.
I'm Gassia Mikaeli, and you've been with us as the community's been saying goodbye to an Oakland police officer slain in the line of duty. 36-year-old Tuan was shot and killed while working undercover, responding to a burglary at a cannabis business last month south of Jack London Square. Hundreds and hundreds of law enforcement officers and members of the community gathered in Castro Valley for a memorial service in honor of his life.
We have team coverage of today's memorial service. KTVU's Ali Rasmus has a look at the tributes throughout the morning as law enforcement arrived. But first, let's go to KTVU's Henry Lee for more from the emotional service in his honor. Henry.
Well, this memorial service has just wrapped up at Three Crosses Church in Castro Valley. You can see officers, deputies from across the region getting ready to line up in formation for a final salute to Officer Tuan. Officer Lay remembered today as a son of Oakland, a compassionate and caring hero who had much more to do and much more to give. Now, hundreds of Oakland police officers and law enforcement officers across the region gathered at this church in Castro Valley to honor fallen Officer Tuan. Oakland police stood in formation in the rain as a procession with his casket arrived at the church. A large American flag was draped in between two fire trucks outside. Now, outside agencies are patrolling Oakland streets this morning to allow the department to grieve. Lay was shot and killed the morning of December 29th while responding to a burglary at a cannabis business along Oakland's Embarcadero. He was working undercover and in plain clothes driving an unmarked car. 2 men have been arrested and charged with murder. Officer Lay was born 36 years ago in Saigon, Vietnam, and became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 2001. He graduated from the 183rd Oakland Police Academy in 2020 and served as a community resource officer in West Oakland. And just 2 weeks before he was killed, Lay received a department medal for helping to save the life of another officer. Today, we heard from State Attorney General Rob Bonta, Interim Oakland Police Chief Darren Allison, and several relatives of the officer, including a cousin of Lay.
He loved this city, and that this city loved him. Officer Lay was hardworking, dependable, driven by a desire to keep his neighbors safe. As Chief Law Enforcement Officer to this great state, as a former legislative representative of Oakland and a proud member of this community, I can ask for nothing more.
And Officer Lay personified what it was to exude a deep compassion for his law enforcement family and the community he chose to serve. But he wasn't just a compassionate and courageous police officer. He was a devoted and loving husband to his wife, Sarah, a loving son to his mother, Han, and a proud grandson to his grandfather, Mr. Lay.
From childhood to now, we will always remember Tuan for his willingness to share his time, making the effort, and bringing us together.
Now, back out here live in the parking lot of Three Crosses Church here in Castro Valley, officers from across the region have lined up in formation. They are preparing for a final salute as Officer Lay's flag-draped casket is brought outside and then put into another procession that will take him for a private burial. Right now, again, Oakland police officers are being allowed to grieve. The streets of Oakland being patrolled by outside agencies. That's the latest in Castro Valley. Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Henry, thank you. The full parking lot of the church in Castro Valley where Lee's memorial was held highlighted the show of support from law enforcement officers. The number of people who attended even resulted in traffic being temporarily stopped. KTVU's Ali Rasmus joins us now live outside that church. Ali?
Yeah, Andre, from as far north as Redding to as far south as San Diego County, officers from across California came to this memorial to pay their respects. Officers on motorcycles from dozens of police agencies escorted the hearse carrying the casket of Officer Tuan, the Oakland police officer killed on the job on December 29th while responding to a robbery at a cannabis dispensary in Oakland.
It hits home. I come from a law enforcement family. When one of our officers falls, it really affects all of us.
Juan Carmona is with the National Latino Police Officers Association of Alameda County.
We have many OPD officers in our association. It means the world to see officers from all over California, outside of California to come here and show support.
A rainbow stretched overhead above the Three Crosses Church as officers from other departments walked, drove, and even arrived on horseback to fill the 3,000 seats in the church for the memorial. Lay had been with OPD for 4 years and had previously worked as a police department community resource officer. A retired Oakland police officer, Frank Lowe, spoke fondly of him.
He was just so in touch with the community, and that's what I see with most of these young officers. Okay, they really want to contribute and do something for our Oakland community.
And now that the memorial has concluded just in the last 15 minutes or so, some of the attendees are staying on for a reception happening at the church. Others, as you can see, are now getting ready to leave the Three Crosses Church in Castro Valley at the conclusion of this memorial. Live in Castro Valley, Ali Rasmus, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Ali, thank you for that live report. We'll have much more coverage online and coming up later this hour and in the news at 4 as well.
Following some breaking